And welcome back to my Let's Play Mario Tennis. This will be an interesting one this deep, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, don't blink during my thumbnail. I don't want your eyes closed. I want them wide open. Ooh. Thought I messed that up there, but also the other thing, trying to think of where I had a thought. I knew the I had a thought of where I was on this wrestling stuff in between episodes, but yeah, I kind of lost that there. Also, didn't understand the reinstatement of the Macho Man thing, just because, like I said, started watching in summertime of '91. This was well after his, retirement match with Warrior, which I've seen since in matches. Fucking incredible, to say the least. Match is incredible because he probably laid it out because, it's fucking Macho Man and he's awesome like that. One of the absolute best ever, who I did not get that by that point, but now I realize it because WCW, I saw him more in WCW than I did WWE because he was retired in '91, didn't do much in '92 or '93, and even '94 when he went to WCW, so I didn't really get to see much of him in WWE, per se. Actually, yeah, only those 3 years, so that's crazy to think. So that's crazy to think that I did not get to see much of him in WWE, when he was more synonymous with that company than he was WCW. But that's just crazy to think. Oh, come on! Die! Thank you. It's like I had to focus on that one because that got intense. Boom, into the net. Yeah, you bastard. Oh. But yeah, and I also didn't understand the what became the main event for Survivor Series, in that it was a 6-man tag, and I guess it was supposed to be Psycho Sid on the babyface team, which, yeah, I could not see that being a thing. And then Jake on the heel side, which I guess the way it was is Psycho Sid was sort of a proxy for Savage since he hadn't been reinstated yet, but no, I think the thing there was he got injured or something. Also, I knew he was still a babyface at that time because he didn't turn on Hogan until the following year around. Go away! Thank you. My God, it's like it became hard to not focus on it. But no, I believe he was he was a babyface because he didn't turn on Hogan until after the fact. After he thought Hogan was, hot dogging and grandstanding. Which, understandable. Hogan must pose, pal. Hogan must pose. Uh-oh. I was a little worried about that, but all good. All good, but yeah, didn't realize it was supposed to be, like I said, him on the bait. That would have been in hindsight, that would have been a really awkward babyface team. I mean, to be fair, looking back, it's still kind of off-ish, but I guess the way Survivor Series did work back then is bringing unlikely people together to, band against their rivals. So, in that case, it was the Natural Disasters. Yeah, they were by the way, such a good tag team for big men. Such a good athletic tag team for big men. Like, they were just too good. I have never, like, thinking back on it, it's incredible that a 400-pound man could do a drop kick. That's crazy. That's crazy to think, but no, it was them and IRS. Yes, another gimmick that was 90s WWE, especially that period in 90s, was so cheesy with the awesomely campy gimmicks. Fucking IRS, make sure to pay your taxes. That's all that his gimmick was, literally. Just, you tax cheating, It's more amazing than you would think. Just because of how... Oh, that was not good. Oh yeah, and this is the finals, isn't it? So it's best of... Oh, shit. I gotta win a couple of games. But Yoshi wants to make it a pain in the ass for me. Thank you. That, and I don't know if anyone had watched this. Also, this is why I was not a Demolition fan at first, just because by the time I started watching, they had broken up. I believe Mania 7 was their last hurrah, so they were done by that point. So, in old footage, I always, like, now I know they're baby faces, but at first I didn't like them because at that point Smash was still a heel, and this is probably a good time frame of when I started watching wrestling, because this was before I watched before he became Repo Man. So I watched, I don't know when, but it was before he became Repo Man. So if anybody has a time frame for that one, but no, it was a match with him and the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat. So that's another, you know, good time frame right there. But that's kind of why I booed Demolition when I saw WrestleMania 6 for the first time. My brother's like, "Why are you booing them?" I'm like, "Cause he was a heel when I watched him, and I'm not used to them being, you know, baby faces. Not used to being fan favorites." So change places. Gotta be careful of Yoshi. He has a very dangerous serve. But no, Repo Man was one I watched. I remember Repo Man. It was such a fun gimmick. It was so campy. It was basically the Hamburglar. That's what they said. It's like the Hamburglar with tire tracks on his chest. Oh, stop it, Yoshi. But yeah, and I don't even remember how I heard about Monday Night Raw, because watching wrestling back then as a kid was really hard. Because there was All-American Wrestling, but that was, I don't even remember when that was on. I think it was, what, Sunday on the USA Network or something? But yeah, I don't know how because finding all these things back then was a lot harder than it is now, especially for, you know, when I'm living in a household where there are no wrestling fans. Boom. Where there are no wrestling fans. I started watching wrestling when I was 4. At that point, the people I was living with, they were fans, but my old man and grandma were not. So at that point, I was 5, so I'd been watching for about a year then. And Monday Night Raw was still not a thing, because remember, I said I started watching in 91. Raw didn't come out until 93, so I'd been a fan for about a year and a half at that point. What? Toad! You leap, man! I don't even remember how I ended up hearing about, you know, video games and all that, because I guess Nick Arcade, but back it up. Like, back it up. Back that ass up. Back that ass up. Can't believe we're already on the set. Like I said, story time does help, and it makes me less jittery. That's the problem. You guys want a jittery, pissed off Luca. There we go. Boom. 2-0 down the pipe. Ow. That was stupid on my part. That's all I got, though, is a net game, because Toad can't really do much else against Yoshi. I guess I could try... Go away! Can't believe that worked. But I've pretty much run out of... Like, I probably still have plenty of story time stuff. It'll be all over the place just because of my ADD-riddled brain, and... I don't... Ooh, that was a lucky break. I mean, really, my big things have always been video games and wrestling. Video games came along a little bit later. It came along in 92, so a year after I became a wrestling fan. So 31 years a gamer, 32 years a wrestling fan. And I'm only 36, so keep in mind, that's a vast majority of my life. Soon. Oh, come on! Die! Thank you. It's about to be at 90% for wrestling. Actually, yeah, in 4 years it'll be 90% of my life as a wrestling fan. That's not bad. That is crazy to think. And it's been pretty up and down. I didn't watch. I read the sheets, but I didn't watch mainly because it was my first year of college and I was still at the dorm at that point, or at least what passed for a dorm. So it was just apartments. It wasn't a proper dorm. But no, I didn't watch for that period. I just read online and all that good stuff. And I mean, to me, 2010 was a pretty bad and abysmal year. They had all of nothing. They really did. They had all of a whole lot of nothing. Oh, and I had a whole lot of what the fuck was that? There we go. Hi, Yoshi. Maybe you should have run. Run, Yoshi, run. But even trying to think, I got nothing else. Boom. And hey, good. That's a good thing though, because we're about to be out of here. Boom. Ah, tore him up. Sure, it was a bit of a rough patch, but honestly, I think I've just been sweeping everything game and set-wise for a long time now. I've been running the table. Because I'm looking at my chart, and it's been about 17 episodes of being unstoppable. Actually, if we did Waluigi... No, 18 episodes now. Wow, that's crazy to think. I've been on a tear, especially since introducing story time. Problem is, it's like, well, I have an idea for next time. I have an idea of more talking points I can make. But that'll be for next time, like I said. So in the meantime, though, if you liked what you saw, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.